Karma, our action guided by our intention. And when I'm saying this guided by intention, it's a very important, keep in mind. And yes, it can be due to our will, freedom of will, or probably not freedom of will, because the freedom of will is still a debatable topic. But what we are talking about karma, so karma has to be guided by our intention. Then only it's called karma. Otherwise, neutral act we tend to do sometime unintentionally, or we don't have any intention behind that act, but still act is happening. That is not called karma. Karma means our intention has to be behind that work. Yes, and when we look at this full karma's concept, as per many religion, they guide either they decide it to be moral act or immoral act, moral karma, immoral karma, right? But when we look at this full scenario of moral karma or immoral karma, it has to be due to the intention, right? If our intentions are good towards something and we are doing something, does not matter we are able to achieve the end result or not what we expected, but still that work can be considered as moral act because we had some good intention behind, wanted to do good, right? And when our intentions are bad behind that, and it does not matter if that karma results in bad or not, still that karma will be considered bad or immoral karma, immoral act, right? Because our intentions were bad behind that. And today when we see definitely in day-to-day activity, we go since morning to night or whatever time we are active. So that during that time frame, every single moment is passing with a sense of karma, right? And those karma, sometimes they fall in moral way, sometimes they fall in immoral way. Definitely it's always a very hard struggle to maintain this, right? As society respect and every ethical system respect moral karma, even that's something what we literally have to nurture inside, but it's very hard to maintain the moral karma or the good act, right? But on the other side, when we are saying immoral karma or bad act, somehow we feel gratified while doing those things, but it's bad for society, and none of the ethical systems support that, right? As a being, if you want to become a part of ideal society, so it has to be the ideal in society that every karma is supposed to be with end result of moral karma only. Immorality, when it comes to, so immorality definitely is very painful for someone, right? Because as I said, karma either they are moral or immoral, because neutral act which don't have any support of our intention, so they are not fall in karma's category at all. What we are talking about is our intention, action guided by our intention, right? They are the karma, and these are very important. I know day by day we, as I said, since the time we are active, so in that there are, since time we are awake to the time we go to bed, there is constantly the karma balance is going, sometime the moral way, sometime the immoral way. And yes, if our mindset is ethical, if our mindset is like want to do something good for society, is wise, so definitely we will try to keep our maximum karma or almost all karma in this moral way, right? And we will try to avoid this immorality at all cost. And when our intentions are bad, our what you can say, the inner feeling is immoral, so definitely we don't literally care about that it's happening in moral way or immoral way. Majority of the time it falls in immoral way, and the immoral way definitely pain to someone, right? Pain to some other individual, and bad for society. So I know it's a very hard, because it needs your what you can say, a consistent approach. It needs your full concentration. It needs your full consciousness or awareness about your action when you have to decide that you want to do moral act or immoral act. It need your full will, and 100% when we are talking about this moral karmas, over here you need your 100% attention or 100% consciousness by thinking all end of that karma, because whatever we do, definitely it has some effect on the other person's life. Other individual gets somehow affected by that karma, right? And when we talk about this karma, definitely I said moral karma takes a hard determined mind. You have to be full aware of your karma while doing good for other, But on other side, when we are doing immoral karma, there is nothing. Really, you might feel, as I said, feel good factor. People tend to feel about while doing bad for other person, while seeing someone in pain, they make fun of. They just laugh of the condition that has been part of the current society. It has become very normal to make fun. To I'm not saying that, yeah, definitely there are many entertaining way where people tend to entertain, but we have to try to balance at least that entertainment shall not breach in other person's the you know the nerves or the pain, the nerves of that where they suffer, right? Because someone's suffering is not the way to entertain life. By seeing someone falling, by seeing someone is going through some condition and just laughing on that condition, somehow that's probably we are not doing at that time any particular action. But if we are happy or if you are feeling some laughing moment from inside while seeing other in pain, other in falling or something like these things, so definitely it is a very painful thing. Our mind or our inside is somewhere immoral, bad, right? And when we intentionally or unintentionally, we always try to keep our mind in a position so that whenever we see other in pain, whenever we see other is going through a time, they fell or some they tripped in front of us, so we rather than laughing on them, rather than having that what you can say a feeling of joy from inside, we feel bad about. We just go and try to help at least that much, that how much is in our capacity that time, right? And yes, definitely today some person might say that karma or the so-called the fallacy of karma is just nonsense. Yes, probably it is nonsense, but I still ask, just try to feel the karma when you are doing. Just try to feel the way how you are doing that thing. What do you feel about any karma you do? Just have little conscious approach that time. I don't think so you will feel to do bad or immoral karma that time. Somehow from inside there would be one voice that immorality or the immoral karma is bad. Please, right? So when that is the natural state where we are little conscious about our karma and our consciousness guide us toward moral karma, so it has to be very natural that we follow the part of this moral karmas rather than immorality. How much enticing the immorality is does not matter. Still, it's leading to bad end. It's giving pain to someone. And if our act, our deed, they are painful for someone, they are adding to the suffering of someone, some individual life. So we shall think that immoral karma is definitely not a way to live life. Well, I'm not telling you, I'm not imparting my view, but I'm just saying whenever you are doing any act, whenever you are doing something, just give a conscious approach. Think about. Definitely your inner thinking will guide you toward moral karma only. That's what I experience, that's what I believe in. You just give it a try. I believe you will also go through the same way. You will also feel the same way, right? And I'm sure you are little convinced about this topic. And if this topic you felt a little about, so feel free to like this video, because this will help this algorithm to push this video further. I want more and more people to watch. Yes, and if you want to watch these kind of topics, these kind of things what I keep posting on, so you can subscribe this channel and go and check out on this channel, right? And if you are already subscribed, thank you for that. And thank you again, thank you for your precious time. It's very important to be always aware of your time as well, because our life, as I keep saying always, the life is very limited. We have to live our life in full potentiality, full optimum potentiality. And over here, time is very important, right? Okay, so thank you again for your precious time. By then, please take care.